Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video in a new playlist. I will be starting Mel Bay's Modern Guitar Method. I aim for this to be your one-stop shop for self-taught guitar, so whether you're starting Mel Bay's Modern Method, Teach Yourself Guitar, or the Hal Leonard Guitar Method book, you can come here and find videos on all of these. And guess what? If you have one book, you can very easily watch either of the other playlists because they're going to cover a lot of the same things, and you're going to get to get additional practice. So with that, let me get started on the Mel Bay Modern Guitar Method. This is grade 1, and right from the very beginning, they're teaching us how to hold the guitar and pick. So this is your guitar. If you watch the first video in the Teach Yourself Guitar book, I go over all the parts of the guitar. That's not included in this book. We're starting off with this book with how to hold the guitar. So you'll see that if you have an acoustic guitar like this, you have a groove right here at the bottom. So that is going to go, if you're right-handed, over your right knee, like so. And you're going to want to sit comfortably with your back straight in your chair. And that's basically how you hold your guitar. For me, you'll probably see it more often on my left knee. When I was first practicing, I spent a lot of time at it. My guitar was a classical guitar, which was bigger than this, and I found that I was getting very sore up in this area here. So I eventually did move it to my left knee, and I find that works better for me. You don't want to cause yourself any repetitive stress injuries, so make sure that you're in a position that's comfortable and make the adjustments that are needed to be comfortable, especially if you're going to spend a lot of time practicing. So the next thing we're going to talk about is finger placement. So first you need to know your fingers are numbered in guitar, right? So you have your index. Your index is your first finger, your middle finger is your second finger, your ring finger is your third finger, and your pinky is your fourth finger. Now when we're placing our fingers, these are frets right here, so we want to be, whenever we place our fingers, we want to be directly behind the fret, not on top of it, not on this side of it. So if we're going for the second fret, or first, we'll just do the first fret. If we're going for the first fret, we want to be right here. And that goes for any of your strings. You want to be right just behind that fret. Okay, that's where we're aiming for. Another thing that we'll talk about real quick is that your strings are also numbered along with your fingers, and the frets are numbered, but we'll get into that. So the string closest to the bottom is the E string, but you will often hear people say first string, and this is the first fret. Next one up is the second string. So if we went to the second string, first fret, it would be right here. So they're numbered 1 through 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the frets are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., all the way down the neck. As far as hand placement, yeah, you're going to place your fingers, like I said, behind the frets. You're going to use your thumb as leverage, so your thumb goes on the back of the neck. That's going to help you, especially when you're first starting, to get that extra squeeze, because if you don't squeeze, it gets a little muffled like that. So you do need to squeeze, and you'll develop calluses on the pads of your finger over time, and it won't be as uncomfortable as it is when you first start. The next thing to talk about is how to hold the pick. The pick I usually use is a Deva pick that's good for grip. Right now I have a regular Fender pick, and the way to hold it is you place the pick like that. Okay, so there's your pick. You're going to want to hold it right there. And the next thing we'll cover real quick is just the difference between picking and strumming. Okay, so if you are picking, that usually refers to a single string, and strumming usually refers to multiple strings. So it doesn't have to be all the strings, it could be just a few of the strings. So that's a D chord, and we're just doing the bottom 4 strings there, but that's still strumming. And I think that's going to do it for this video. In the next video we'll talk about tuning your guitar. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.